everyone, this is Dawn. Today I am back on my EX30, and it is pretty much a new EX30 because I changed the motherboard the other night, or control board, however you'd like to say that. I was talking to Millie at Begode about the issues that I was having, and she decided to send me a new control board. I don't think that is the solution, but I'm not going to argue a new control board, and I will test it. So the things that I will need to test is the high-speed oscillation with the stock firmware, and also that the tilt back should be lower now instead of 105. Well, I don't know. It's supposed to, instead of going down to 99 like mine was. So the last problem that I had with what I'll say my old EX30 is that at my range test, then they at the very end it tilted back very severely, and then it actually turned off on me at 99 volts, and it's supposed to go down to 96 volts, and it's not supposed to shut off. Now Roger says that he thinks it shut off because of something totally different, because I thought I had changed my tilt angle to be maximum, which would be 65 degrees, but it turned out I actually didn't. I had left it at 45 degrees, and he thinks that it tilted, the tilt back, the low battery tilt back actually tilted past 45 degrees upwards and activated the 45 degree angle cutout or shut down. I don't know. I still didn't watch that video explaining the difference between all the different cutouts and stuff and what's the proper terminology to use in the different instances, but I'm just going to keep saying cutout, as meaning that the wheel stops, it turns off, it stops balancing and all that. So anyways, it was a concern that mine just shut off like that. It shouldn't have. So that's why we have this new motherboard. Now, as far as I know, Show from Alien Rides was the one telling me that he's been having the high-speed oscillations. After talking with Roger and Roger explaining to me what high-speed oscillations would feel like, I'm thinking that I never had high-speed oscillations. I had something else, because Roger says a high-speed oscillations means forward and backward movement, and what I had, and I keep saying this, I know that I'm the worst at describing things, but it felt like it slammed to the left and it slammed to the right, and then I almost got slammed to the fence on the right. Now, someone else, we have a lot of construction road work here. Someone else said that the holes along here on the EX30, they said that they had the exact same symptoms as me. Like what I described, they felt that exactly. And when they covered up these holes, then they didn't have that problem anymore. So here I am. I made the foam piece and held together with duct tape, and so it looks like that. It's ugly as all, but I just made that this morning, and I'm going to test it, see how it goes. And already I can tell you there is a difference. Now, those you know those slots, those holes, it's funny because that was actually something that I had wondered about when I first saw the design of the EX30. And I'm looking at those holes, and I was wondering if it would create any kind of weird wind tornado effect inside there, or if the wind passing through those holes would catch and grab and stuff like that at high speeds. It really only happens at high speeds, because the higher your wind, and then if there's any kind of turbulence, then you know that'll get stronger and that can affect the wheel. It kind of sounds like voodoo, and I don't know. So I kind of forgot about it after, because you know we waited forever to get the EX30. Finally got the EX30. Was so excited to go out and ride it. Didn't really think about it again. And then when that person, I forgot his name, I'm sorry, posted as a comment on my YouTube on one of my videos, and when he said that, I was like, oh yeah, that was actually something I wondered about and I wanted to test, and then I totally forgot. And I was like, wow, that would be really interesting if that was what was the problem this whole time. And then other data was that Marty, if you guys seen what Marty did with his EX30, he made his own fairing system that is like so nice, and he said that I could try it out at Vegas when his EX30 was going to be at Vegas. So I did, and yeah, it felt a lot more stable than mine. So what is flapping on my back? Is that, I don't know. Now the other problem is when I ride on my streets, my trails out here, I have high winds. I'm in the Inland Empire, and there's like always high winds out here. So I also noticed that when I did the night ride, then I didn't have this problem either. I didn't feel this thing. So that was another clue that maybe this is a wind related thing. Because it felt very stable when wind was not a factor. So today we have a lot of things to test. My foam blocks that seal off, kind of, these holes. We have the Grizzly Flow large pads on right now, which I can already feel some hot spots, and that's why I like the Clark Titans. But these are, now just because I feel hot spots doesn't mean that anyone else will feel hot spots. Am I in your way? Dang it, I should have come to this little corner over here. I'm going to scooch over here. There. Just in case they want to turn. So yeah, it's because I know a lot of people, they go, how much do you weigh? I weigh about 130 pounds. I fluctuate between 125 and a little over 130. But when I wear my backpack and all my gear and I'm all geared up, I'm close to 160, depending on how much stuff I'm carrying on me. And usually when I do range tests, I actually try to wear more stuff just to push my weight to be in the 160 range, so that I can give more real numbers that others can use, since it seems about, 160 is closer average weight to the majority of EUC riders rather than 120, 130. So, but my point was, people say, how much do you weigh? Because I'm riding these heavy wheels like the V13, and it seems like it's too heavy for me. So I'll go, no, I'm about your weight. I'm about 125, 130, and the weight is not an issue if you get used to it, if you develop the strength and all that. I mean, honestly, the person that proves that the best is Nadia, EUC girl, the one that does those crazy jumps and all that. Look at the wheels that she's riding and calculate her weight to her wheel weight ratio. It is a huge difference, much more different than my weight ratio. How fast is he's going? He's going about 20 miles an hour. I can take him, especially since he keeps slowing down for these things. Hello. I guess I'll be nice, because technically passing him would be illegal. So yeah, it's not all about the raw weight ratio thing, but I'm still trying to get to my point here. But combined with my speed and my weight and all that, I probably do push. Oh, this wind. I'm getting hit by wind left and right. This is not good. Ew, what did he just drop? So gross. Yuck. I don't want to be behind this trash truck anymore. It's a nasty. But, what was I saying? My point is that I probably do push on my power pads more than a guy that weighs more than I do and is stronger than I am. I would say any guy is stronger than I am. Therefore, I can take him on the right because I'm legally allowed to be in the bike lane. I feel something over here. Yep. She sees me now. So yeah, any guy is going to be stronger than I am. So in order for me to compensate with my lack of strength, I have my power pads to give me more leverage, and I push very hard on these power pads, and I lean really hard into the power pads, probably more than your typical guy would, because they wouldn't have to. They're stronger naturally. All right, so already you should be seeing that I have excellent acceleration and braking. I feel like the wheel is a lot more stable, but it's also heavy to push. Now, I haven't been riding my EX30 a lot at all, so I am also out of practice. I also haven't been riding much, period, because we've been having a lot of rains lately. It actually rained the last 2 days, and this is the first day of clear weather in a while. Okay, that was my first helmet beep. What is this flappeting? Booba, why are you flappeting so much? Is it just the wind? Alright, so I hit my first helmet beep at, what was it? 46 miles an hour GPS. one helmet beep I heard, so I can definitely go a little more than that. Where am I going? Going straight. So far, I am really liking having the holes covered up. I think it does make a big difference. So, let's see. I had placed a big order with Grizzla. I'm getting the EX30 fairing set, which they said they will be announcing it formally by the end of this week, and probably be ready to sell quite soon. They said they're still in the testing phase of it, but they will send me out a set. I don't know if that means that my set is testing set or production set. Maybe they're one and the same. I don't know. But the funny thing is, I have no idea what it even looks like or anything. Like, I asked, you know, hey, you got any pictures? And they didn't, they didn't say anything. They just said, we're going to release the official pictures at the end of this week. I'm like, okay. So I don't even get a sneak peek preview. But I have always liked their stuff, so I'm sure it won't disappoint. So I got the EX30 fairing set coming, or the whole set coming. The fairings, the front and rear bumpers, that stuff coming, and then the M104 set coming for my little baby M104 Hodor. And then also the leveling kit for the MCM5, and 2 sets of the baby pads. I'm going to put 1 set of the baby pads on the M104, 1 set on the MCM5, and then I'll make videos of all that stuff. I still owe RV a video about pad placement, so I'll do that sometime. Palisades. This is my turn. This EX30 is, I've been posting a lot of like glamour shots of him on my Facebook and Instagram. So if you are not following me on those, please do. That's where I'll post pictures and little stuff and little updates and you know, stuff that doesn't fit. Like, bigger videos go on YouTube. I also have a TikTok if you want to find me on TikTok. I'm always going to be like Dawn Champion or Dawn S Champion, or I think my TikTok is Dawn_Champion or something like that. I don't remember. But I think I have, on my YouTube profile, I think I have all the links to all of my different thingies on there. But yeah, join me on all those different platforms. There's no one behind me. Where did that car go? Alright. Second level beeps. I am fighting a big headwind. My My Garmin says I hit 47, 48 miles an hour GPS. I think that should be right around 50. I think. We'll check once we pull off here in a little bit. Turning here, and I have a green arrow. Sweet. Be able to do more wind. Wind's coming from my left front. Second level helmet beeps. 47 miles an hour GPS around there. There's a lot of potholes, not potholes, manholes, and difficult to avoid all these manholes unless I want to swerve around like this. Rather not fight those too much. The Grizzly pads, I can feel some hot spots that probably could probably get used to them, or they'll rub me raw. So since this is a range test, it's a good test for these Grizzlies. If they do rub me raw, I will probably go ahead and sell these and just stick with that will solidify my decision to stick with the Clark Titans. Once again, nothing against, I love these. I want them to work for me, but I'm just pushing too hard, and constantly pushing hard on them is going to give me hot spots. That's all. What else was I going to talk about? I did have a list of things. Oh yeah, the initial push to get going is already starting to hurt my shins. I am expecting my shins to be bruised by the end of this ride. These are the most beautiful pads though. Now I could shift my pad, could change my pad positioning, see if I can find a better pad position that's more comfortable, but these are working well for me functionally, like they're where I want them to be able to push and all that. I don't know. I'm just being lazy and making excuses why I'm not changing them. Alright, once we get to the start of the bike path, I'll pull over and we'll take a look at our stats. First helmet beeps. We're going uphill. There's a little bird running. Fly! Use your wings! Get out of the way! Out of room now. And this is too steep of an uphill. But I think I got some good little runs in here. So we can take a look at those stats. Is that a unicycle or is that a bicycle? Bicycle. We shall pass him soon enough. Alright, so we're going to pull over here and take a look at our stats. Alright, let's see. Oh, sorry. Okay, what do I do? I'm happy. I was able to hit my helmet beeps, and my wheel feels stable finally. So this is on the stock firmware, but I'm not exactly sure if stock firmware means the same on this. I think it does, but they said that they were going to send me a control board that would not have any of the problems that I complained about. Okay, so we got some good stats now. High speed was 55.1 miles an hour indicated. I'm at 127 volts now. Did 13 miles. Temperature 72.8. I do have Roger's thermal paste mod in here already. Did that when I changed the motherboard. I had that on the old motherboard as well. Oh no, wait, no, that can't be right. Hold on, let me try to refresh this trip. There we go. 82% PWM. So wait, so that was, hold on, let me double check my PWM settings. I have it set for 80, 85, and 90. So I never did hit my second PWM alarms. All of those beeps were only my first PWMs. I only hit 82 PWM, so I can go up to, I can try to hit 85. So I'll definitely be able to go past 55 miles an hour. All right, let's see. It's looking good here. Going back to my darkness spot. Let's see what I have open. I just have darkness spot and my music open. I'm gonna shut down my phone. Should I put my phone away? Yeah, let's put my phone away. If I crash, I'd rather not lose my phone as well. Because we're going to be pushing past 55 miles an hour indicated. Let's see what that was. Okay, so maximum speed on GPS was 48.2. Distance was 11.8. So max speed 48.2 GPS, 55.1 indicated. You know what? I'm trying to think. 50, 55. Alright, yeah. Gotway has the worst inflated numbers of everyone. And Motion is also inflated. Oh, well, everyone's inflated, but the most accurate is Veteran. Leaper Kim, the Veteran Sherman, the Sherman Max and the Sherman S, both confirmed to be quite accurate to GPS. Not accurate, not completely accurate, but they're the closest. And in mileage and in speed. And what was I saying? Oh, man. So I hit 55 indicated, and it felt solid. No more. I'm so happy, you guys. And I'm in my high winds. This is okay. Right now, the wind is hitting me hard from the left. So I tell you guys this because if you watch, and I watch and review my videos and see what I'm doing. Oh, this bump will induce wobbles. Felt good. I usually slow down more for that bump because it does do weird things. But this wheel is a lot more stable now. I didn't secure my boba. Oh, you know what? Let me secure my boba. If I'm going to be doing high-speed stuff, I need to get him. No, I don't want to stop by these people. Let's go find... I'm going to go past 55 miles an hour. My little bulba is going to be whipping around a lot more, and I think maybe it could be an indication that my backpack is open, because he's secured to my he's secured to my zipper. All right, how do I do this? Dang it. Wait. I can go over here. Can I? What is this? All right. Okay, you guys stay here. Do not fall over, please. And I'm gonna take off my backpack. Wow, it's so green. Oops. All right, what is happening here? Oh, yeah, see? My backpack, that's why. All right, so my backpack strap he was all strapped in anyways, but so usually what I do is this one here, I clip to hold him into place and prevent him from flopping around like he was doing. Because in high winds, every little thing, you know, you're trying to balance on one wheel going over 55 miles an hour, and then this little boba baby is like flopping around all over your back. At worst, I mean, it could catch the big boba. Oh my gosh, did you guys see that video of me almost dying when the wind caught that big boba when we were at the track? If you haven't, watch it, because it's another one of those times where I had a close call. I almost died, and I didn't. And I actually didn't die because, and I credit the Adam G pedals, these pedals that I have. I'm gonna see my Adam G pedals. Oh my gosh! Why did you shut off? Okay, my wheel shut off and started to fall forward. I'm not going to discount the possibility that I may have hit the power button when I grabbed him. I can't feel with my gloves, but that was kind of weird. But anyways, this is how he is set up now. This is what is helping add stability to not get caught up in the wind. So this confirms it. That was the issue. Oh man, I'm just so happy that that we now know, or I now know, because now I can finally ride this wheel like I want to ride it. Finally be able to unlock some speed on this thing. That's always a good thing. Alright, now we can have some fun. Boba secured. I'm gonna have to add that to my checklist. Boba secured, check. Let's go get that bicyclist. Sometimes it whips around to my right. So those weren't wobbles that you saw. Those were wind whips. Wind whips. I like that. Wind whips. It's fitting too, because it literally is the wind whipping me around. So in my earlier videos with the EX30, you might remember me saying that this wheel sucks in the wind. That was another clue that my problem was wind related. And now I'm feeling the wind whip my straps, and so how I'm telling, you know, my straps are flying around. They're hitting me in different directions. I can feel the wind, obviously, and I can hear the wind. And then, what is my wheel doing? The V13 was one of the best performing in the wind, meaning everything was just like, brah, the wind was up, like that. And yet, the V13 acted like the wind wasn't touching him. So that's, when I say that a wheel is good in the wind, so then with the EX30, it was the opposite. It was like I could feel the wind pulling on my jacket and stuff like that, and I mentioned it when in that ride. I was like, yeah, you know, but then I was like, you know, I just rode the Sherman S on this exact same trail just a few minutes earlier with the exact same wind conditions, and I didn't have this problem. The wind was not an issue with the Sherman S. Same everything. And then I get on my EX30 and I'm just getting like, the wheel's just so unstable in the wind. And I was like, this wheel sucks in the wind. And now, I usually don't take that one fast because it can get sketch. Now, it's good in the wind. How good? Let me ride it a little bit longer. Remember, when I started this video, it was pretty much the start of me riding my new EX30. What I'm calling him now. Damon number 2. New control board. Although I can't credit this to the control board. Oh, I didn't check my battery percentage. I know I checked the voltage, but I didn't check the percentage. Oh, I should be fine. I'm nowhere near halfway. Okay, that's first helmet beeps. Oh, you know what? I should have my phone out. I should have darkness spot out and actually watch my PWMs if I'm going to be pushing it. Especially since my battery is less than full now. I shouldn't. Okay, you know what? That is a smart thing to do. Alright, I'm not going to push much further. At least not on purpose. If I accidentally hit my second helmet beeps, that would be another issue. So much nicer. I can definitely live in the first helmet beeps. And I'm getting hit hard with headwind right now. I am fighting wind, but everything's okay. So I'm going to be going at a much faster overall average speed, although I did stop twice already, so that's going to kill my average. But you guys are seeing that even though my average got killed, you guys are seeing that I'm living in the what am I living in? I'm living the 40 mile an hour, 40 miles, yeah, I'm living in the 40 mile an hour zone, right? Solid. Oh, here's the baby that I wanted. Yes. So, these these speeds is what the Sherman S could not do. Which is why, unfortunately, thank you. Here's a bump, bump. Here's my big bump. Whoa! I'm not good at jumping this thing yet. I know, that's not a jump, but if I even get off the ground 1 millimeter of air between my tire and the ground, I am calling that a jump, because I'm not a jumper. Never well, other than horses did do jumps, but that's different because I just hang on to the horse for dear life and say, take it from here, Lacer. I will just hang on like a little monkey on your back and you do all the work. And he takes care of me. And when I get scared, when I'm riding, I say that to my wheels too. And that's why I name my wheels. I just trust that the wheel will do it, and I just need to hang on. That's why I love the Adam G pedals. They allow me to hang on when I think that all is lost. And as long as my feet are still on the pedals and the wheel is upright, I can recover, which was that large boba incident on the track. Like, I fell off. What is that thing? It's a trash. I fell off the back end of the wheel. My butt almost hit, like, backwards, and my butt almost hit the ground. And it, like, and then I realized that my feet were still on the pedal, and I pulled myself back up again, and I was good. All right. We're now... I am going to pull out my phone and see what battery I'm at, because I was doing a lot of top speed stuff, so probably ate a lot of my battery. Oh my gosh. Still 55.1 miles an hour is my top speed. I want to see what my PWM is. Still 82 what is that? Geese! Yay! What was I looking at? Battery. I'm at 55% battery. Wow. 55% battery at only 20 miles. So, wow. This goose is just on one leg. He has that little concern about me. So I can't go much further before I have to turn around and go back. I do not want to have to hitchhike again. Hi, goose. Really? Look, still on one leg. He's like, okay, fine. I will go around you. Are you really going to stay there while I go around you? I'm going to get really close. All right, here we go. Scootering. Wow, they're just completely unconcerned. Okay, I'm blocking the road. Let's go. Okay, so going at those speeds chews up the battery big time. I want to turn around. When did I turn around last time? I think I turned around like 46% last time. This time I'll turn around at let's turn around at 50% and see what happens. See if the percentage is a true percentage. Because remember, I still don't know if for the voltage wise, if it's going to cut me off at 99 volts or at 96 volts. But it is good to know that we will be able to see that today. So far, of all the 3600 watt-hour wheels, I seem to be getting about the same mileage, about 40 miles if I am running it at high speeds, like super high speeds, and hitting and bouncing off the 80% PWM sort of thing. If I slow down a little bit from that and just hang out more in the 30-mile-an-hour zone, then I'll get more closely about 60 miles. And obviously, if I stayed slower than that, I would get more miles, but that would only happen if I was riding in a group and actually was staying with the group. Helmet beeps. Bicyclist to catch. You guys, I haven't seen a single squirrel today. Did you notice? Wait, I think I just saw one. But they're not on the trail, they're like over there. So I pulled over, pulled out my phone, and it said I was at 44% battery. And I was like, oh my gosh, darn it, I did it again. I wanted to turn around at 50, but then I, sat there a little bit, and then it actually went up to 52%. 52%, 122 volts. So I'm marking that as my halfway point and headed back. And then we will see about low battery behavior. So this will be a good video. Tested out a bunch of stuff. Oh, the other thing I was testing, I now have 2 counterweights on my selfie stick, my Insta360 selfie stick. One count, you know what? I think they're both too. Well, I guess I could weigh them, duh. But I think they're both 200 grams, so that's 400 grams total on the end of my stick, which makes it so much easier. Plus, I'm actually resting the butt of the stick on my upper thigh, and I can hold it like this quite well, and it does well in the high winds as well. I know you guys notice that I often have one lens is darker than the other lens, so one half of the picture is darker than the other half, and that is actually because I'm supposed to point the edge of the camera towards the sun, but I never pay attention to where the sun is. I'm looking now. The sun. Okay, so right now I think am I doing it? I don't know. I think I'm doing it now. So right now the picture should be good. There shouldn't be a dark side. I'll have to check in editing and see if this is true. But if I always did this, then my picture quality would be good. And I do have the stick-on lens guards on this Insta360 camera, so it's not the lens guard's fault. It is my fault for never paying attention to where the sun is, never paying attention to how I am holding my camera, because to me it's amazing that I'm even holding a camera at all, sort of thing. Helmet beeps. I need to change screens on my Garmin. I need my speed to be there. Nope, that's compass. There we go. My speed to be the big screen. Oh, this has been my first enjoyable ride on this EX30. Well, no. The night ride was good because there wasn't any wind. That was a good ride. That gave me hope that I could find the solution to my unstable EX30 problem. And now we have. So I am looking forward to the Grizzly solution. Hopefully, fingers super crossed, that their system does cover up these holes. I know the Clark pad system absolutely covers up these holes. So I would say it would be highly recommended to have these holes covered up. Because there's a lot of instability when they're not. The wind must go in there and make a little wind tornado thing, or however way the wind is going in there and grabbing between those pillars. It's makes it unstable. Well, at least that's my experience. Of course, if you're a super good rider, it probably doesn't even affect you at all. You don't even notice it. But I'm not, and every little thing I notice. So this was definitely something that that was very noticeable to me at high speeds. High speeds meaning 55 miles an hour. There's a bump. I'm still far from home, so I'm not going to go too fast because I don't want to have to hitchhike. The Grizzly pads, I can feel like tenderness now on my shins, but I'm not getting rubbed raw. It's not soreness yet, but I haven't been really riding that long. But yeah, I don't know. Should I go back to my Titan? I think I'm okay. I want to go back to my Titans. I want to go back to my Titans. So that's the conclusion of that. Grams of counterweight on the end of my selfie stick is awesome. Of course, it raises my overall weight of my selfie stick, but the weight is now better managed. So the problem is, without the counterweight, the selfie stick is so heavy on the camera end, and so when I'm just trying to hold the stick level, then it keeps wanting to tilt down, right? And it doing that is actually hurting my wrists. I actually have weak wrists because you know, lots of breaking them a lot from different crashes. But yeah, it hasn't been an issue at all today. It feels, actually the way that I've been holding my selfie stick has been like perfect. Like I'm not feeling any strain in my hand. I'm resting it against my thigh, and it's I have my hand very close to the pivot point, so it's balanced, and I'm not actually feeling the extra weight. So it is very good, very, very good. I'm very happy with that. The other thing that I did was, let's turn down my music. I changed my mic volume back down to 2. Someone had asked me to turn up my volume, so I've had it on 3 for the last several videos, but I noticed that you can hear me breathing so much when it's on level 3. So in this video it is now volume 2, and I'm hoping that you don't hear me breathe so much. I don't know, it's bugging me. It's bugging me that you can hear me breathe. I don't know if it's bugging you guys, so, well, you guys can let me know. Do you want my mic volume to be on 2, which is what it's been today, or on 3, which is what it's been on the past, I don't know, several videos. It's been on 3, whenever that person asked me to turn it up. I would prefer if you guys didn't hear me breathe, but if it's not bothering you guys and you'd rather be able to hear me better, then, you know, sure. The EX30 is now my main wheel. Absolutely, for sure now, especially now that I've gotten him so riding so nice now, riding so smooth. He's got all the acceleration, all the power that I want, all the speed that I want. He doesn't feel too chunky. When we were at Vegas, he was the only wheel I took with me to Vegas. No, I'm sorry, that's wrong. I took him and my M10-3. So the M10-3 was to, like, you know, tootle around. And then him was my main wheel. And it worked out perfectly. Like, I was able to do rides. And then on Saturday, let's see, I think I don't know what I did, but like I did something on Saturday and on Sunday, and I didn't even charge him in between those 2 days. And he had plenty of battery for everything that I was doing, because it was all group ride situations, and you know, group rides are not mileage heavy unless if you're doing a long range ride with Marty. Most group ride stuff is like 20 miles here, and so, you know, like with him, if he can do, and they're usually slow, so if I can do like 80 miles of slow miles on this wheel, and that's like, you know, 4 separate group rides, I don't even have to charge him for like a long time in between, which is great when you're at Vegas or at some trip and you don't want to have to charge a lot and you only want to bring one wheel. I did a ride with Zen Lee and Doc in Vegas, and it was a dirt ride, and their dirt conditions is like Mars, right? It's, yeah, I posted a video of it, but it was my first time actually having him in dirt conditions, and he did so well. It took me a little while to get used to him and all that, but he did so well in the dirt. And I don't want to jinx myself, and I don't have any wood to knock on, but I haven't dropped this wheel. I haven't dropped any wheels in a long time. Hopefully this guy doesn't squish me. And we've got a red light. But yeah, so this wheel has the speed, the power, the torque, the range. It can go on dirt, it can go on street. It has the high speed for street, it has the knobby for the dirt. It can corner. I don't know about it being a race wheel, because if you're racing against masters, and masters are so much lighter, which means that they have quicker acceleration, this has a very powerful acceleration, but the master still has a very quick acceleration. So I don't know. We'd have to see how people do with this versus... No, the Commander Pro has a very quick acceleration as well. So at the Vegas EScapeCon race, there was an EX30 in that race. Well, who was it? Zach Darnell was racing the EX30. Unfortunately, he crashed out, but all day he was riding that, all day he's been riding that EX30. We've been watching him on the track with it, and he was doing an amazing job with that EX30 on that tight little track. I also had my EX30 out on the track, but I wasn't trying to push it or anything. I was just tootling around. And what I found is when I'm making really sharp, some of those turns were like U-turns, and it was super sharp. And if I'm carrying speed and then all of a sudden braking and trying to do a super tight U-turn, then yeah, I was torquing my knee, and I was actually injuring my knee. My knee is not strong enough to throw this wheel around at speed at a U-turn over and over again on the track. So that kind of sucked, but it healed up in a day or two, so it wasn't too big a deal. I haven't been going slow. I wonder what my battery's at. I really should have my phone on my arm instead of instead of having to keep pulling out my phone. But it's a pain to get it back onto the phone holder with only one hand. Lots of beeps right now at 42 miles an hour GPS. Oh yeah, I just use that as my battery indicator. Once he starts beeping at really low speeds, that must mean that I have really low battery. I also should have my phone up here because I don't know how to get home. But I mean, technically I've done this route so many times. I really should know. I don't know in my head, but I think once I get to the different turns, I think I'm to where I will recognize which way to go. So we'll see. If not, then I will pull out my phone and we'll figure it out. But oh, the race. So Zach Darnell had the EX30 out there. He was looking great on it. EX30 definitely would have done well on it. The Master, of course, does great on it. Brian D. San Diego had the Commander Pro from Lem, EUC Ungerground. He was sponsored racer with Lem Ung, and he got 3rd place with the Commander Pro. So I keep saying that Commander Pro is an underdog. It is what do you call the word? Like underappreciated, like sleeper. Like people think that it sucks, but it actually is like super good. That's a Commander Pro, and it definitely proved itself at the race. Oh my gosh, I'm glad that I'm getting all these green lights, but like, could you turn green before I put my foot down? The one that won was Mario Chacon. I don't know how you say his name, but we love Mario. Mario's awesome, and he won on his EXN, I believe. And it's funny because if I remember correctly, we had talks about the different EXNs, and I think there was a day when everyone was comparing their EXNs and getting on them, and I think everyone said that Mario's EXN was like the most messed up EXN of anybody's EXN. Now, I think isn't the EXN the one that has different battery? Oh my gosh, are you gonna hit that guy? Dude, seriously, what's your problem? But just saying that wheel has been bashed around a good bit, but I think also he knows that wheel like the back of his hand, sort of thing. Like, he is very, very familiar with that wheel. So even though it might not be, you know, the latest and greatest and best and all that stuff, just the fact that it is his, like, best friend buddy, I don't know, maybe he doesn't think of his wheels like that, like I would, but they're a good team is all I'm trying to say, and he can get that wheel to do anything he wants, I'm sure. So, well-deserved win. Congratulations to him again. The E-Skate Con EUC race. It would have been great if Zach hadn't had crashed out and we could have seen what that EX30 was capable of, but I'm sure we will see more of it because this is a very capable wheel. I know that if I put a nice street tire on it, that was a beep. Still beeping at 42 miles an hour. Put a street wheel on it, and all that. Maybe it'll be more nimble for me, but not really concerned. 100.4 volts. See, this is much better because last time it dropped so fast at 99 volts, and he like wasn't regenning properly either. That was part of the whole problem with the low battery behavior with my old motherboard. I'm gonna say the old motherboard because this change is directly with this new motherboard. Now it should be able to be fixed by firmware as well, so it shouldn't require a new motherboard. But what Millie or Gotway Big O decided to do was just set everything proper, I guess, on this motherboard and just send it to me. Maybe they thought I don't know how to install firmware. Maybe, I don't know. But I mean, it shouldn't have required a new motherboard, is all I'm saying. I'm at 96.7 and I'm feeling the tilt back just slightly though. It's not really preventing me from riding at all. Earlier, I would just pay attention and mind the tilt back because I didn't want to run out of battery up there. But yeah, so before it got to 99 and then it started tilting back, and then it didn't let me go far at all before it was in full-blown tilt back, and then and then it shut down. It shut off. So that was kind of extreme. Like this time, this is proper low battery procedure. It starts giving you the warning at 105 volts, and then it keeps beeping at you, and then at 96 volts it starts doing the tilt back. But if that's just 96 volts under load and it pops back up to 97, then the tilt back drops back down and it lets you continue. Oh, I'm at 97. How am I regenning right now? Let me go faster. I'm talking too much. Oh, there's my tilt back. So as I push it and I hit 96 volts, it tilts back up. Whoa. Okay, I don't want to be going very fast with this tilt back. Alright, so now I'm at 97.8, and this tilt back is not... Oh, there it went. Okay, it went back down. I was gonna say, the tilt back wasn't going back down. I think it's tired of my shenanigans, and now he's decided to, oh, sand. See, I'm at 97 volts. $97.8. Tilt back, engaging. Whoa. Oh, tilt back. I can still ride this. Oh, it's getting hard. 96.9. All right, let's call it a day. It gets, when he starts doing the severe tilt back, it does get a little sketchy to ride him at speed. But it's not like he's bucking me off. Not like last time. This time he's much better behaved, much more predictable. Whoa. Oh, that is hard. Still rideable. Where am I at? 96.3. 96.3 volts. Oh, that isn't okay. Less and less rideable now. Oh, that's his tilt back right now. Okay, he's at 97 volts, and he should be coming back down slowly. And remember, if he tilts back too far, you can always flip him around, ride him backwards. Last time I tried to do that, but now he's settled back down, because as we rest, he's now at 97.4. If another thing you can do is to cycle, turn him off and turn him back on. That'll kind of reset the battery a little bit, and you might be able to get a little bit out of it doing that. So riding backwards, turning him on and off, will get you a little bit more. And then, of course, if someone can pull you, what do we call that again? You know, where do you, I don't remember anything. Don't remember words. But anyways, this is, I'm really happy with his low battery performance now, because as you can see, I'm riding him again. So I was able to squeeze out quite a bit of miles, even with him at the tilt back. My final mileage is 56.8 miles indicated. Let me check my GPS. 51.1 GPS miles, and those were fast miles. Those were me bouncing off of the 80% PWM most of the time. So I'm happy with the range. I'm happy with his high-speed performance now. And my max speed was 55.1 miles an hour indicated, which I think is just fine, especially since you can only hit the top speed, you know, at the very highest of your battery. Here he is tilting again. All right, so anyways, thank you for joining me today. I hope that was helpful. I'm so happy my EX30 is acting well. Funny to say, as he is giving me some major tilt back. But thanks for joining me. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye. Oh God, can I turn? Oh my God. Okay, turning is really hard at this angle. Whee! Oh, I think he really wants me off now.